It's not that I don't like myself, it's that I don't like myself. Would you agree with that?
We would agree that we don't want you to not like yourself. We would agree with that. But you're really going to like this. We said to you that you were born on that high-flying disc. So anything less than that makes you not feel good. And the reason you don't feel good is because you're not up to speed with who you really are. So it isn't that you don't like yourself, it's that you're not allowing yourself to be yourself. The absence of who I really am sucks. It just doesn't feel good, and it's never going to feel good. And so that's a good thing to be aware of that. That's like saying, okay, I'm going to get on the high-flying disc. Abraham, you've convinced me that I'm going to get on the high-flying disc, but if I fall off, I'm going to be so mad at myself. And we say that really is the problem that so many of you have with all of this, is that you want to feel good, and when you don't, you feel bad about not feeling good, which is just getting more specific and carving out more pipes toward what you don't want. So what could you say instead? Say the sentence again.
It's not that I don't like myself.
It's not that I don't like myself. What is it? If it's not that you don't like yourself, what is it?
That I'm focusing on the negative aspect
No, let's not decide that. Abraham, it's not that I don't like myself. The truth of it is I adore myself. I adore myself. But I don't like myself when I don't adore myself. We're kind of sorting this out.
Yeah.
I don't like myself when I don't adore myself. Well, you got to kind of practice adoring yourself because you got old pipes. You may not realize this, but there are people who are not in alignment, and when they look at you, they don't like you because they don't like anything. They're on the I don't like anybody disc. So when they hold you, most teachers are somewhere around there. So a lot of parents feeling sort of overwhelmed. And so when somebody has been holding you as their object of attention, and they've not been tuned into source energy, but they've been tuned to this critical, so you sort of develop some of those patterns yourself. But there is not anything in all of the universe that would cause anyone to feel worse than getting down on self, because there's nothing that the source within you is more up on. There's no object of attention that the source within you feels better about than you. And when you find some reason, whether you can justify it with some behavior or somebody else's opinion or not, when you find some reason to not like you, of course you're going to feel bad. That's the very worst thing that you could do. That's the worst you can feel, is to hold yourself as your object of attention and find some critical thought, because that takes you further from who you really are and for what you intended when you came forth. You said, I'm going to come into this physical body and I'm going to tune to the frequency of my source, and I'm going to hold others as my object of attention, and they're going to benefit by my connection to this powerful energy. When you get on that high-flying disc, you have the leverage of the energy that creates worlds flowing through your gaze. And when you turn it against yourself, it is painful.